Hi, everybody. There. There. Let's march. It's push day, so we're going to do this anyway. Just get the blood pumping. Toes. Literally just like 20 of these. So good for you and you doing a Sunday workout at 6 p.m. Who wants to work out at Sunday at 6 p.m.? Good for you and you. And me. Was that fishing for compliments? Not even, though, because it was really, I mean, it kind of was. Fishing for approval.
Did you mean 20 on both sides or 20 total?
20 units. Okay. 20 units of activity.
Okay. So, I mean, you weren't fishing. You were acknowledging. All good. If you were to say, I don't know. I don't even know how.
And that's
how
20.
do you fish for compliments?
Like, oh, my shoes are, I just hate these. Aren't they so stupid, right? And then you know, they're not stupid. They're great. Like, isn't that fishing for a compliment?
I guess not.
Ugh, I gotta get a new bag. Look how crappy it is. No, it's a nice bag. Plank, please. Downward dog, please. Plank, please. And then one more. A downward dog. Okay, very good. Just for a moment. Hands and knees, table position. Just a couple little cat-cows. If you did legs with us yesterday, we certainly worked your posterior chain, your low back and whatnot. So let's get that moving a little bit today. With cat-cow, remember you want to press hands hard into the floor, round your upper back, and then you reverse it. Pinch them back here. Round them over. Hinge back. Two more. Press. Drop the ribs when you retract. One more time. Press into the floor. Pull those ribs in. And now again, drop the ribs. Let your glasses fall down right in front of your nose. Slide these back up. And now just twist to the side. Look at your left hip. And now look at your right hip. And look at Alice's. She was already up. I was going to be sneaky. I was going to do a thing. And then you did a thing instead.
I could tell that you were going to do a thing.
Yeah, we both could. Back up into downward dog. And now in this position, just a few little shrugs. Shoulders go up by the ears and then away. Up by the ears and away. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Okay, walk back and then stand. We're going to do that motion, those walkouts, but in a very wide stance. I'm going to have Alice demo this because she does it cool. Stand there, please, where I will have room to do it behind you. Go substantially, very wide, very wide, very wide. Almost your max hip mobility. Okay, you ready? Yeah. And now you just hinge over and walk it on out. Do your little spider monkey. Squeeze those glutes for a moment here and walk it back. What I want you to think about today with the walk back, it's like you're pressing back. So as you go back now, think of push, push. Let your knees bend a little bit, push your way back. So we're kind of combining good old-fashioned walkout, moving plank with a little bit more of a shoulder warm-up. Because we may bear crawl in a second, and this is just a little segue into that. Last one. All right. Bear crawls. So hands and knees. Lift your knees just an inch. All the way forward. Oh, my quads. They're already barking at me. It's not until your legs are a little sore that you notice, or I notice, how much bear crawling works the legs. Right.
Yeah. Bear crawling's, yeah. You can kind of make it work whatever you want it to work.
Yeah, right?
Like, yeah, if you really wanted to get into your side or back body, you just kind of rock side to side. Yeah.
If you need to take a mini break, you may. You're just going to do till I get all the way forward and all the way back. That is how many more reps we will all do, or how much more time we will all do. Yeah. Good believe you. Hold a child's pose for a moment. Hands way out in front. Walk your fingertips forward. Take a big inhale. And then exhale. And now put the arms behind you. Alice, do you guys have words for the difference with child's pose, with arms in front or back?
If you end up grabbing your heels and pop to the crown of your head, it's turtle.
Oh, turtle.
But yeah, otherwise it's just child's pose with the arm variation.
How cute is turtle?
Yeah.
Love that.
Sweet idea.
Yeah. Okay, let's get to work. Downward dog push-ups.
Okay.
If grab your mat, and if you don't mind, grab the yogurt blocks. Do a lot of New Yorkers call it yogurt?
No.
No? Nobody from Staten Island or something? Okay, good idea. I think we're going to take some yogurt. What accent is that? It started in Chicago, I think.
Yeah. Here's the bonus for you though.
Thanks.
This is what I think we should do with the mat. Is that we don't need both hands and feet on it. We could have just our hands on it, but
True.
so I think both hands and feet on the rug, I don't get as good of traction as I would like. So, but if I just have my hands on here, I could still get really good traction.
Fine point you make.
That's what I think.
Okay, so with downward dog push-ups, that's just what it sounds like. You're making that V shape, you're in a pike, and you're just doing your push-ups. If that is plenty hard for you, make that the hard set that you're gonna do. If it is way too challenging, maybe do an incline like this. So find your radiator or a low thing, what they call it, coffee table or a trunk or something. See what I'm doing? I'm diving forward. So with a downward dog push-up, don't think down, think diagonal. Dive forward. So that's a regress version. The higher you need to go, whatever. Everybody, let's start with a light warm-up.
Great.
You did.
So
You
this
have a
is,
question?
no, this is
So you
just
raise
like
your hand.
what I was thinking is that, so a good cue for this
Good.
is that, if we think about what we're pushing, so the push is this.
Yeah.
So you just have to say, so no matter where they are thinking about the pushing coming from this plane. So even if they're a little high up, if the push comes from hand to shoulder, then that's no matter of their height. Yeah, so just think.
Pressing out that way, pushing out that
Yeah.
way. I get you.
Once I realized
You are
different
warm-up here.
pushes,
Yeah,
it's just on different planes, it's game changing.
that makes sense. So just a nice quick warm-up. Just do about 10.
Yeah, you're right about this floor. That's nicer. The mat. Okay, so there's warm-up set. 3 heavy sets now. So what I'm going to do to add to our torment is elevate our feet. Did you take a lot out of this thing? It was heavier. So
I think you're just stronger.
maybe. Maybe I was fishing for a compliment.
Exactly.
So the way we're going to do is feet up. I'll show you the side angle. The difference here is now instead of a downward dog push-up, it's almost like a modified handstand push-up because your torso, instead of being at this 45, is almost straight up and down. So sort of like that. But I'm still trying, even if I could go straight up and down, I want to still dive a bit forward like that. Make sense? But I'm going to do it there. And I'm going to use these. How are you?
Great.
That's good. That's good to hear. All right, I'm going to go. Set numero uno. I realized my mistake.
Do you want me to
I'm going to
turn
put this lengthwise.
Yeah, and do you want me to turn
The mat? It's still good.
okay, well,
I just wasn't sure if this had room. It
Previously,
clearly
we had
does.
done it where the chest was here and our hands were there.
Right. This is fine.
Okay.
This is good. All right. And you can also do a drop set. I'm going to start on my feet. If when I hit the wall, I'll go to my knees. So, set numero uno for me. 1 of 3. Actually, maybe I will rotate it so people can get profiled. Not that it's not clear what's going on here, but it's a little more clear from back there. One more. Thanks. I'll do a few of these little guys. All right. Your turn, your turn.
Yeah, move the great. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Then I can do that.
Beautiful.
Can't
Good
go that
though,
deep.
but it's good. You got yourself you did like the negative, and then you just bent a little at the knee to deload for the way up. Good. You go. You're getting below the blocks. Your head's almost hitting. Nice. The straighter the legs, the harder this will be. Great. Now let's say you don't like going upside down. You don't like inverting your body. You can just do band presses. You can step on this thing, with or without a handle. Step on it, press it. That'll cover much of the same stuff. All right, one down for each of us. Can I do up here? Did I do that before? I feel like I did. Does that ring a bell? Is this going to be the end of me? This is the end of me, Rita.
Oh, you're fine. Really good. Nice job. Good work, man.
Oh, mercy. Oh, now I'm very congested. Good. We're moving fast. Beautiful. Deltoids. Nice. Catch my breath for another 20 seconds.
Sounds
I
good.
feel I was not fully
Recovered.
recovered before the previous one. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, how can I band this? And sure, maybe you could. You could attach it like a belt really tightly, and it'd be like attached to the floor. Or maybe put it around 1 foot, so one leg is up in the air, so you only got 1 foot down. But the thing is, if you could do that, just do a handstand push-up. Which one of these days we're gonna do again. Okay. Last set, yes.
So we're doing this. You're doing great. No, keep going. So you're killing
Just
time.
checking. Yeah. You hit the wall on those. You hit the wall. I feel weak. These shouldn't be so hard. But they is. My shirt's in my mouth. It's just a disaster.
So many things play into
That's it.
weakness and all of that when doing workouts.
Correct. All right, your turn to do your numero race.
Yeah.
So the bad news is that was a previously unsealed gallon of water. The good news is if it busts open, it's just water. I don't think it's gonna.
Okay, what are we doing with it?
We're gonna do lat raises.
Okay.
Shouldn't even have to tilt. I'd rather it could, but we won't.
Okay, and the top's on?
Yeah.
Alright.
We'll see what happens.
You're gonna be careful though.
Oh yeah. But
Okay,
I can't vouch for that container.
that's okay, but I just want you to like, it's not if it spills, like, it's not great.
Yeah, I'd still rather it not
If
spill.
it spills, the workout does stop, or you do continue while I clean, just so we know. So like, and it's fine, it's just water.
That's not what I meant to do.
Alright, yeah, I think it's gonna be fine. You're not throwing it, and you're
Yeah, I'm not
holding it
doing
by its
kettle-
handle.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do kettlebell
It's fine.
swings.
It's fine.
It's just, I wouldn't mind being able to tilt it out to the side,
It should be okay.
but whatever happens.
It should be okay.
Okay, here's the plan. Lat raises with my gallon, because a gallon weighs about 8 pounds. So, oh, I didn't have to kneel. I might get back up. I was thinking of another exercise. Here we go.
You can even keep your thumb on the top if you are nervous.
I'm almost afraid if I put my thumb on it, I might flick it off accidentally. So you see what I'm up to here? I'm holding my palm prone, and I'm doing a lat raise. Now the minute, oh, that's why I went to my knees. I knew I had a reason. The minute I hit failure, I'm gonna put that band under my foot. I'm gonna stand up, and I'm gonna press. So, I'm pre-exhausting my deltoid, and then I'm gonna press, which will recruit other muscles. My triceps get in on the action. One more, I think. Ooh, that's smart. Right into these things. If you want, you can get started. Yeah.
This is going to be a little too heavy for me.
Use a little, you can dump some water. It only takes a while to put it back in. And that was filtered water too. So I didn't want to mix the. I think you can do it. You just won't get many. Use a little bit of swing, just don't go crazy. Have the red band ready to press after. Good gravy, that was hard. There you go. That's already pretty good, man. It's the thing about like what's the appropriate rate, appropriate weight. Yeah, like you can make a case for certain rep ranges, but it's more important that you just do the exercise. And yeah, she's already you got a bunch. What'd you get?
10.
Like if she could have only gotten like 3, okay, then that would have been stupid. And that's what happens if I give her the kettlebell, 'cause that's 26 point something pounds. Like she can do swings with it, but she ain't lat raising it. I'm not either. I have to do a side swing. Good. Quite good. All right, while you're doing that, I'm going to begin my left arm.
I'm done.
You're done?
Yeah.
Sure. I forgot to go on my knees. Sorry. It's not like it has to be that instantaneous. You're just trying to tire out your deltoid, and then you do another competing exercise right after. What are you doing?
Good.
Sometimes it's good to go heavier or lighter than you're used to for things like this. So I tend to do a little bit heavier, but I get a little cheaty, a little swingy. And this is forcing me to slow it down and really feel it. But also sometimes, let's say you only always work with like little 3s or 5s. challenge yourself. Use an 8 or a 10 or a 12.
Good job. Whisper.
Blanca. We'll do 2 rounds per arm. Oh. Good. Now, if you can, try to go overhand. But I get that that's going to be harder. Good. If you're wondering what weight to select, a weight with which you could do anywhere from like 8 to 20 reps, give or take. Err more on the side of slightly higher reps. Good. All right. Good. So another image we have is pour the pitcher. So it's you almost internally rotate your shoulder a little as you're coming up, and you can have your arm ever so slightly in front of your body. So see that? I'm not directly out to the side. I'm just a little bit there. You don't have to, but if you find it more comfortable, go for it.
Range.
All
Sorry.
right. Yeah, what's the ruckus out there?
Birds fighting again.
We were woken up. Was that this morning?
It was this morning.
At 5?
No.
6?
Yeah.
Oh, because we stayed up.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
6:30. Like 6:30. I had some pigeons fighting.
Fighting.
Like, or mating.
Or
But
maybe.
it was aggressive.
Or both.
And they were like flinging themselves into our window. I was like, get a room already.
First rule of Pigeon Fight Club, Alice already broke.
Does that movie hold up?
Yes and half. Yes for a lot of the cinematography and the editing and the awesome acting and all the, just some really cool scenes and stuff that happens.
Bend down, please.
There you go.
But what?
Oh.
But then it also doesn't hold up.
I mean, it does and it doesn't. How do I, without going into a full-on thesis about it? I mean, I think it's still, what's the great quote from it? We buy shit we don't need with money we don't have to impress people we don't care about. The funniest thing to come out of that book is the term snowflake has been taken up by, I guess you could say, the right wing, to hurl at anybody who's offended by something.
Yeah.
The little liberal snowflake. Guess what? The author of that novel is Chuck Palahniuk. He is gay, and left leaning.
Yeah.
So they, just like how they take red pill, that's their favorite expression. The Wachowski sisters wrote the movie
Right.
that they took that from. I'm gonna do one more rep. Ugh. Not to accuse the right of being bereft of creativity, but does say something that they have to get all their cool ideas from elsewhere.
Did you hear that? The
Oh,
Ayn Rand Foundation got huge
got
PP.
PP for money.
Yeah.
So did the
Their fundamental, like their foundational existence is on
Yeah.
anti-that.
and Grover Norquist had his hand out too. Ugh. Let's see. Do you think I'm gonna be pleased with the time? Let's see.
You've never not
32 minutes. Oh man, that's right on the money.
like that seems about right. That seems about right.
So she's got her final press. So we've done 2 and 2.
Yeah.
Push-up time.
Oh, the
Yeah.
downward dog push-ups didn't count as their push-ups?
No, not. I mean, yes and no.
Okay.
But the good news is we're making good time.
We gotta push this way
We
now.
got to push horizontally. Yeah.
So we push vertically. We did side.
We did side.
We're pushing.
Now we're gonna push
Yeah, we're
horizontal.
pushing vertical in a different plane right now. Again,
Right,
it's still
right.
up and down, but it's the weight is instead of being at the top and
Mhm.
slowly rolling over. It's just hard to
You're exactly
push up.
right. Closed chain, open chain.
There you go. That's it. And then now we have to push the chest.
Yes. Also closed chain because we're moving ourselves. But yeah, now it's at 90 degrees to our body, whereas we've been in line with our torso or maybe slightly in front.
Great.
And the other thing is, some days on push day, we lead with the heavier horizontal push, where we climb on each other's backs. But today we're doing, and we're gonna do this together. So I don't know why I took the spot.
You can take that spot.
Well, but we need to leave room for each other.
It's okay. What are you doing?
Well, we're gonna do the 50 thing again. 50 push-ups.
Yeah, but I probably will have to do it on the chest.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
If I can actually. It's great. Thank you.
Going?
You're fine.
Yeah. Is that enough room for you?
Yep.
You sure?
I'll adjust it. You could just tell me what I'm supposed to do and I'll set
50.
myself up.
50 push-ups.
Great.
But yeah, that's a good choice to be at that end. Yeah, I buried the lead there, didn't I?
Yeah.
50 push-ups is your goal. I'm going to do them here on the ground. Alice is going to do them there. We don't expect you to get them 50 straight through, so maybe it's going to be like 20 break, 12 break, and so on until you get to 50. The breaks should not be too long though. Wait.
Yes, buddy.
I was fishing for compliments again. I was saying I'm lightweight. Whatever. Okay. 50 at your own pace. I will not count out loud. Because that would be rude.
Ooh, still going.
Ow!
You went up to 25?
25.
Alright, I'm at 20. I'm at you for the first 15. And then I couldn't.
Pleased. Pleased with your perf.
Yeah.
Oxygen that. Paying back my muscles.
Did you do more than 50?
No, that was 50. Where are you?
That was 50.
All right.
I think you had to have done more.
Yeah, unless my math was wrong, as it's been at times.
Oh, good.
Hey, we're getting there. We're almost done.
Really good job with this, by the way.
Thank you. So
Yes.
do 2 more things.
Great.
An ab exercise, tricep push-ups, another ab exercise.
Okay.
Then we're done. You're pretty much not going to move from where you are. Let's stand up for a second. But you'll be back there in a moment. So, for those at home with a partner, upon whom you can be sat? No, I mixed up my order of words. This is how I need it to go. Obliques. I'm just going to do an iso hold. Alice is going to hold my hips down so I don't go flying. Okay. If you don't have a person doing this, just lie on the floor like I am, and just try to hold your torso up. Still plenty of work for them obliques. Or you can do individual reps like that. Okay, you ready?
How much weight do you want?
All the weight.
I mean, how much weight do you want on your legs?
All like lots, like most of you.
I mean,
And maybe a little more thigh-y, less hippie.
okay, great. So go down and then hold yourself up so I know how much I have to stop. Right? Okay, so you're there. That's great. And then I just have to stop you. Great.
I'm just going to go to a failure, which is near.
This is Sean and Mai's audition for Pilates, where we take each other's weight.
Oh, thanks. Coffee. Your turn. Oh, and really quick, the way you can do this, if you don't have the person holding you up, you could put your feet under something too. So I've got them under there, and you could just do these guys, or look, just hold. Just doing this is a bit of work. Oh, my pec is cramping. Oh, that was the weirdest, oddest sensation of the day. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Work. Smarter, not harder. How's that pressure?
Fine.
Knees are cool. So yeah, man, just get cozy. There you go. Oh, leaks. Yeah, those guys. Them sons of guns. Internal and external obliques. Good stuff. Tricep push-ups. You can do those there if you want. I'm gonna do mine over here. On your knees or regular. But if you've done these with us before, remember, I like to stress that this should be a nice high rep set in this really close grip position. Plus, we already tired out with all those other push-ups. Make sense? Targeting my triceps. I'm going to hit the wall very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
My other plan is to do a pause set. This is the pause. I will do a few more tricep push-ups in a second. You're doing that well. Very good. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, get your knees to where they're not banging together and hurt.
No, that's okay.
Sure.
No thanks.
How's that?
It's fine.
You sure?
It's weird. It's fine. Working.
Do you think if I sneeze right now, I'd drop you? Good. There we go. That's a better. I feel it it's you. Come on. Pull up. Tighten up. Uh-huh.
Right.
Broad.
Your turn, and then we're done. All done. Okay. Cozy as a cucumber.
Yep.
I don't think that's an expression.
It certainly is not.
There we go. Does it feel sturdy?
Yeah, it's so our transitions are so different because like inevitably, like if you put 75% of your weight on me, it's what I weigh or more than what I weigh. So like Casey, whereas if I put 75% of my weight on you, you still take over, right? Like it's
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
so different on this side.
I was observing that myself. Not on you, on me.
Yeah.
All right. Whole lot of time in this pose. Good for you. It's fine. We can mess it up now. Day's done. It's already messed up. Plot twist. Okay. Well, everyone, this was swell, I guess. I'll
It
see
was
you.
great. Thank
It was
you.
great. We'll see you. What day is today?
Today's Sunday.
Is
It
tomorrow
was
rest
push
day?
so it's Monday and it's a pull day.
It would be. We'll see. It might be a rest day because we'll see. Bye, YouTube.
Bye.
Well, Insta, it's been real.